Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Katie Key, and we don't usually start the show with a guest, but Tim Eckerle from the Growth Council is here because we have a lot of good news to talk about.
Tim, so much going on in the area. A lot of times people think in the wintertime, nothing's getting built, nothing's going on, but we have a couple of announcements that we want to hit really quickly, get your take on them, and then talk about what this means. The biggest one, I guess, would be General Cable. You probably know a little bit of this, paying attention to the headlines, but real quickly, this is an expansion of another
an expansion and diversification of product mix. So they're investing $18 million, which is a sizable sum of money, to build a new 30,000 square foot state-of-the-art rod mill. So they're going to actually take raw copper and turn it into their basic product. And it's a project that's been over 2 years in the making, and we're very happy. It was very competitive. They looked at a number of locations.
And it's going to be about 30 jobs, and they're well paying because this is skilled work.
Yeah, this is the entry-level wage is roughly $22 an hour, and it maxes out above that based on the skills. It's obviously a very technical-oriented, very machine and capital-intensive business.
And then the next project that's being taken into your guys' hands is the Holiday Inn Express. Can you describe that a little bit?
Well, basically, it's a new 80-room Holiday Inn Express being purchased or built on the North Bypass. And it's kind of interesting that when they looked at the entire length of the bypass, it looked at opportunities on the southern portion of the bypass, looked at downtown locations, and they looked at the north. But the driver was that it's one of these, the School of Economics that we always talk about. Hot dog stands on the beach, maximize your market, you locate your hot dog stand next to the other guy. Mm-hmm. And the hotels seem to feed off each other, so they chose the location to feed off of the Comfort Suites and the Hampton Inn.
Yeah, so it's right there in that close proximity to that. Not a place people will think about a motel being, but a Holiday Inn Express is a very nice property.
Yes, and they had some other issues. A southern location would put them in competition with the Holiday Express franchise in Gas City because there's a distance variable in the franchise agreements.
And the last thing is retail, and people always want to ask you about retail and shopping and restaurants, but this is a mattress store that's going up in the whole Meyer lot, and a lot has been going on the south side, and I think people are excited about that, another opportunity, but more to come maybe in that area?
Well, I think so. I think, Redico has been they own the shopping center, and they've been very aggressive, and I think the mattress store is the most current opportunity that's out there. I think you're going to see some other, because they're close with a couple other retail franchises, and so that they're out there being very aggressive. And there's a lot of, we ended the year, I always kid the Growth Council team that people are always announced that they want to make a decision by 8 years in. In the business world, the year really ends about Thanksgiving. But this year actually people did, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, and what are some of the goals that you guys hope to see come out of all of these businesses being put in?
Well, obviously we want diversity within a community. We want to have a community that has all the accoutrements that people want to live in, but at the same time we want to create basic jobs that provide the income for people to go out and spend.
I know the Growth Council promotes a lot of different entrepreneurship. I'm sure you could mention the I-69 project and all that, but are we in a cycle right now where we're not going to see a big Dollar General or Walmart being landed, or are those things still out there cooking?
They're always going to be out there. It's always been interesting. From the very day I start working in this business, 90% of your investment comes within 100 miles. So it's people that know the market, they're in the market. Very seldom you'll find someone to come from well outside the market to make an investment. But most of the growth is going to always be, as it occurs, by people growing. I mean, the universities, think about how the university has changed and how it's become a viable portion of the Grant County economy. Previously, it was, when I came here 32 years ago, I think it was like 400 students. So to say that it was a contributor to the economy was, shall we say, being generous. And now it truly is a driver of the local economy.
And are there any other economic projects that you guys are working on besides these three that you have?
That's good. We always try to get in the reveal break news here.
Yeah, that's right. Because no one's watching.
No one else wants to know.
Yeah, no one else wants.
Just us talking.
Just us talking. I think that there's a couple of announcements that are going to be occurring within the next 30 days and baselines, creation of jobs that will create additional wealth in the community. I think you also may see some additional retail announcements within the next quarter, if not sooner.
Well, that's about as far as you've ever gone on
I know,
it is. Without giving us a name, I feel like we got something out of you. So we'll hold you to that, and please be sure to tell Crossroads first.
Yeah, only you.
Thank you. Absolutely.